Next would be the logical or the Boolean operators. So these are used to perform logical operations. They're commonly used in conditional statements, which we'll look at more, and expressions to control the flow of a program. So whenever you want to like control the flow of your code, this is a great operator or operators to consider because they take various comparisons and then they give you a logical output. So you can take a whole comparison A and a comparison B and then compare them and then get an output out of that, right? Because I mean, comparison operators, again, they give you true or false as an output. Boolean operators also give you a true or false, but they look at multiple true false conditions. So logical operators include some of the most common operators. If you've never heard of them before, the most common ones include the and it's called literally the and operator. The next one is called the or operator, and then you have the not operator. And you would want to study the Boolean operators a little bit more, which again, we'll touch more on that. But the easiest way I explain to students as to how to understand these Boolean or logical operators is to think of them exactly as they sound. Because what does and mean, right? So, you know, I want to go to the store and I also want to go and pick up some pizza, right? So and means I want to do this and this. It means both are true. Well, what if I said that but with an or? I want to go to the store or I want to go and pick up some pizza. Well, now it's this or this, right? And then what about not? I do not want to go to the store, okay? It's just simple, basic human English, but we're sort of transforming it, or our understanding needs to be transformed into the programming realm, and we need to understand that from a logical perspective. But it works the same way, right? So look at the example down here. P is equal to true and Q is equal to false. Okay, that's what they're set to. So look at the first example, P and Q, right? Again, in order for you to get a true output, both of them have to be what? They have to be true. Okay, so P and Q, we can see that you have one false, the Q is false, so it's not going to work. It's going to give you a false, right? The only time you're going to get a true is if both are true. That's how and works, because both have to be true for and. Whereas the or is different. The or just requires one of them to be true. So here we have P is true and Q is false. So obviously if P is true, then it's true because it's or. It's one or the other. Okay? And then you have the not. The not just simply takes the opposite relation. So not P, well, what's P? P is true. So not P means it's the opposite. It'd be false. Okay, so again, that's the basic idea of Boolean operators and how to use them. Really cool stuff. We'll look at this more. And again, the beauty of all this when it comes to AI guided Python programming is you don't really have to understand all of this in detail. It's good to know. All of this is good to know. But with the direction that technology is going, you don't need to know every single syntax anymore, right? I mean, we're stepping it up a notch here. So what we're doing is we're just learning the basics because it's going to help us with readability, with understanding the code, right? It'll make you a more proficient programmer, sure, and it'll help you kind of use AI guidance better. So that's the benefit of learning programming still. But you know, AI can do most of the work for you. It's important for you to understand the basics as much as possible, though, so that you can work with AI, right? Think of AI as like your partner in crime, right? It's like an intern working with you or a student like you who's sitting down right next to you and you're working together, right? So you know some things, they know some things. So think of AI like that, right? It's a bot, it's a program designed to facilitate your work and make your life easier. But it won't know every single thing, right? It has its limitations and capabilities. As you do, as a human being, you have your limitations and capabilities. But shared knowledge is power. So if you have some knowledge, AI has some knowledge, you can leverage AI and you can use your own knowledge and integrate it together. And that's the ultimate goal here.